Снова здравствуйте, мои уважаемые зрители.
Hello again, my dear viewers. In the Yard, April 5th ends with the evening military report and also a few remarks about. I'll start from the north direction. The fact is that this afternoon for several hours there was a shootout on the Sudzhinsky checkpoint of the Russian border. This is the road from Sumy to Kursk, through Sudzhi to Kursk. Here, the Ukrainian armed forces fired at the Russian border post, and this shootout, according to the stories of local residents, from 3 sources at once, lasted for about 3 hours. And this suggests that such incidents, most likely, in the coming days will occur either on one or another section of the Russian-Ukrainian border. The fact is that after the Russian troops left the territories of the Chernihiv and Sumy regions, the huge length of this border has now become the front line. And this front line is already making noise. Yes, definitely no major active offensives. They cannot conduct in this direction. Nevertheless, these constant skirmishes will distract the Russian command from the main operation, to encircle the Donbass. I think that first of all, these skirmishes, they should draw off part of the forces from the Donbass operation. Meanwhile, today, throughout the day, information was received that the Russian armed forces, after all, slowly began to advance from the Izium region. And Russian subdivisions just yesterday took on the move the settlement of Brashkovka, which is located approximately in the middle between Izium and Barvinkovo. That is, the offensive in this area is gradually unfolding. Although, while it can still be called reconnaissance and battle, probing positions AFU, that is, there is no talk of any such powerful, large-scale offensive so far. Move on. Rubesno. Severodonetsk. Lysychansk. While there are battles, let's call them conditionally, local significance. The only thing that is really very important is trying to break through front AFU, along the Seversky Donets River, and in the Popasnaya area. Also, today, according to the conversations of my viewers who live on the western outskirts of Gorlovka, they say, the front is gradually, namely the artillery cannonade, gradually moving away from their area. But on New York, the bombs began to fall. That is, this is New York, which is located in Donetsk, which was until recently the village of Novgorodskoye. So, today, Russian aviation began to bomb the positions of the Ukrainian armed forces in this settlement. In the Kurakhovsky direction, local battles also continued today, in the Velikaya Novozyoka, but no noticeable progress has been recorded here either. That is, today, for almost the entire day, the calm before the Donbass storm has not yet been broken. And here, I would like to draw your attention to very interesting news, very important news. Significant, which further can very seriously affect the course of military operations. This is the shipment of heavy weapons to Ukraine by the NATO countries. A video appeared on the network about the shipment to Ukraine from the Czech side of several tanks and armored fighting vehicles BMP-1. Also today, a message came that Lithuania or Estonia, no matter who, is transferring a battery of D-30 howitzers to Ukraine. Australia is also going to transfer part of its armored personnel carriers to the needs of the Ukrainian armed forces. And it is obvious that this is just the first sign, probing positions. And if everything goes on normally, then heavy equipment from the warehouses of NATO countries will pour into Ukraine. And the Russian command will have to do something about it. Apparently there were some reasons why for a very long time, for more than a month, it did not strike at the Ukrainian railway network. But given the circumstances, the Russian command may simply have no other way out of this situation. That is, I have a premonition that over the next few days, serious attacks on junction stations and railway bridges may begin. Because, otherwise, it seems to me that it will not be possible to prevent the flow of heavy equipment from the NATO countries to the territory of Ukraine. The political decision by the NATO countries after this provocation in Bucha has apparently already been made, and they will not refuse it. This is approximately what I can say today about the conduct of military operations on the territory of Ukraine. The next issue will be tomorrow.
Военных операций на территории Украины. Следующий выпуск будет завтра.